Good evening, everyone. On behalf of Shikha Sarkar and me, Neera Gupta, we would like to welcome you all to Global Women of Influence Awards 2025, a prestigious multidisciplinary honor recognizing and celebrating the extraordinary accomplishments and unique achievements of diverse women across various sectors, career stages, and their unwavering commitment to the advancement of women. These awards celebrate remarkable women who have made significant contributions to their fields, demonstrated exceptional leadership, innovation, and dedication in their professional endeavors, as well as those who have created transformative impact on the society as a whole. Please join us in congratulating each and every one of these inspiring women who have left their mark for the year 2024. Global Women of Influence Awards has been conceptualized and organized by Global Influencers Publishing House and KitKat Events and Marketing. Over the last 10 years, our companies have been at the forefront of empowering women through events, forums, conferences, awards, and building communities of strong, independent women. Our effort has been to showcase the journeys of unsung heroes and community champions, women shifting from ordinary lives to becoming extraordinary achievers. Our hashtag My Voice initiative, launched during the pandemic, has now blossomed into a global movement, supporting and empowering thousands of women worldwide. Additionally, in just 4 years since its inception, global influencers have helped close to 350 women, leaving a lasting legacy by becoming Amazon number one best-selling authors, reaching millions of readers worldwide, and donating royalties earned from books to Singapore Children's Society. It was our passion and drive to celebrate women that led us to the creation of Global Women of Influence Awards in 2024. A testament to our dedication and hard work that within a few months of announcing the awards this year, we received close to 370 entries from women across the globe, many of whom came from the Gulf Cooperation countries, GCC. This has further encouraged us to now have an office in Dubai to better support and service women based in the region. Present here with us today is Ms. Anuradha Dhawan, who is heading our operations in Dubai. Anuradha, welcome to the team. Can you give us a bit of a wave? It was indeed a challenging task for the esteemed panel of 23 judges spread across the world to select the winners, many of whom said every woman is worth celebrating, winner or not. And with that, we would like to take this opportunity to sincerely thank all the judges for dedicating their time and effort throughout the selection process. We are honored and grateful to both the judges and our guests joining us online for the awards ceremony. Of course, none of this would have been possible without the support of our sponsors, Mrs. Purviz Shroff and the late Mr. Rusy Shroff. We're eternally grateful to them for believing in us throughout the years. It is also with great pleasure that I'd like to announce that all the winners of the Global Women of Influence Awards 2025 will be invited to contribute their chapter in the upcoming ninth volume of the Amazon number one bestseller series, hashtag My Voice, and for a 4-day women's only retreat happening in Bali from the 27th to the 30th November 2025. More details about the program will be shared shortly. And with that, we will start today's award ceremony, and I'd like to invite some of the judges who are present here today for the ceremony to say a few words. First up, we have Taryn Hatton-Jones, a seasoned entrepreneur with over 16 years of experience in Hong Kong's procurement and design sectors. As CEO of Burnt Orange International, she leads a global sourcing agency specializing in sustainable, high-quality furniture for design industry. Taryn chairs the Women Entrepreneurs Network, WEN, Hong Kong's oldest female-led entrepreneur group, driving empowerment and innovation. An active member of Asia, CEO, and honorary ESG member, she advocates sustainability and leadership excellence. Taryn's expertise and inspiring voice in podcasts and panels reflect her dedication to championing sustainable design and empowering the next generation of women entrepreneurs. Taryn, could you say a few words for our winners today?
Wow, wow, what an entrance. Thank you so much. Ladies, I'm Taryn, founder and CEO of Burnt Orange International, a global procurement company. What an incredible honor to be here tonight to celebrate the remarkable women who have achieved participating in this year's Global Women of Influence Awards. To each and every one of you, I want to say this. You are all leaders in your respective fields, whether you're building businesses, breaking boundaries, or driving change. The work you do is nothing short of inspiring. As an entrepreneur myself, I know firsthand how much work, dedication, and time goes into building something meaningful. It's late nights, it's early mornings, it's the unwavering belief in your vision, even when the road gets tough. The fact that you're here tonight, being recognized, is a testament to that effort and commitment. Hats off to each and every one of you. If I can leave you with one piece of advice, it's this: keep the passion alive. Passion is what truly fuels us, sustains us, and propels us forward, even when challenges arise. With the passion, I truly believe, comes growth, both professionally and personally. You will see the benefits. Congratulations to each and every one of you. You are not just women of influence. You are trailblazers. You are change makers. You are role models for all. So keep shining, keep leading, and keep inspiring. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you very much, Taryn, for those very, very inspiring words. Up next, we have Katharina Bremer, who is the CEO of Hong Kong-based Karen Leong Foundation, leading efforts across Asia to raise awareness about gynecological cancers, promote early detection, and advocate for equitable care. As a founding member of the APAC HPV Coalition, she plays a key role in advancing HPV-related disease prevention through policy, science, and community engagement. With a richer career across continents, Katharina has championed gender equality, social innovation, and philanthropic causes. She continues to inspire inclusive futures for women through her leadership with organizations like 100 Women in Finance and Asian University for Women Hong Kong Foundation. Katharina, could you please say a few words for our winners today?
Yes, certainly, Neera. Thank you so much for having me. Good afternoon, everyone, ladies, and perhaps a couple of gentlemen here. So we're not cutting them out. It's a true privilege to join today, virtually yet meaningfully, as we celebrate around 24 extraordinary women whose influence transcends borders, industries, and expectations. As a judge and someone deeply rooted in philanthropy, I have had the honor to witness a lot of different shapes of impact. Some of you are reshaping policies, others are transforming communities, innovating in business, or leading in education, or amplifying voices that have gone unheard. So each one of you has chosen to lead with purpose. You've turned challenges into catalysts. Your work reminds me and us that influence is not just about visibility. It's about vision. It's about the ripple effect of courage, compassion, conviction, and drive. To be a woman of influence, in my view, is to carry the weight of change and the light of possibility. And today we honor not just you for what you have achieved, but what you will continue to do, and hopefully inspire others by your work. So on behalf of the judging panel, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to all of you. Whether you are a winner today or you were an awardee, or you just applied. I think this is an incredible platform, and we need to keep the momentum for these type of initiatives going. So may this recognition today be a moment of reflection for all of us. Let's celebrate and get on with new momentum and passion. So thank you for having me as a judge, and congratulations to all of the wonderful awardees. And thank you to the team and the organizers.
Thank you very much, Katerina, for these empowering words. Up next, I would like to introduce our next judge, Mrs. Poonam Mehta, who is the president of Be the Change Hong Kong Limited, an NGO dedicated to supporting ethnic minorities and asylum seekers through education and counseling. With over 5 decades of experience in the education sector, she has held prestigious positions such as deputy principal and principals at schools in Hong Kong and Shanghai. Mrs. Mehta's impactful work has earned her numerous accolades, including Chief Executive's commendation from Hong Kong's Chief Executive John Lee. An accomplished author of several children's books, Mrs. Mehta aims to leave a legacy of lifelong learning that positively impacts every child's life. Mrs. Mehta, we can't see you or hear you. Okay, I guess she's having some technical issues, but that's all right. We'll have her back in some time. Established to celebrate the outstanding winners of the Global Women of Influence Awards 2024, the Hall of Fame 2025 was created to recognize those exceptional women whose achievements continue to inspire, empower, and influence individuals and communities worldwide. These inductees amplify the highest standards of leadership, resilience, and impact, serving as shining examples for current and future generations. Their ongoing dedication and remarkable contributions embody the spirit of the Global Women of Influence community, making this recognition a testament of their enduring legacy and transformative influence. Please join me in welcoming the first inductee of the Hall of Fame 2025, Rachel Ooi from Singapore. Dr. Rachel is a visionary leader and regenerative steward at the forefront of capital, consciousness, and systems innovation. As founder of Antioch Streams, she partners with entrepreneurs and pioneers to build thriving regenerative economies across Asia. With nearly 30 years of global leadership experience, Rachel has guided Fortune 100 CEOs and senior executives through transformative pivots rooted in AI, neuroscience, and ESG principles. Her influence spans advisory roles, academia, global councils, advocating responsible innovation and sustainable growth. Recognized internationally for her leadership and as an Amazon best-selling author, Dr. Rachel is a trailblazer driving systemic change through regenerative leadership. Let's hear a little bit more from Dr. Rachel.
Hello, hi, good evening, everyone. Can you hear me clear today from Singapore? Fantastic. Now, standing here as a Hall of Fame 2025 inductee with Global Women of Influence is a deeply humbling honor. I received this not as a personal triumph, but as a testament to collective journey of those who have believed in me and built with me, and therefore a opportunity for me to shape their lives at this point in time. And given 27 years of corporate experience, including being partner in Accenture and then Deloitte and then Dentsu for the last 3 years, it hasn't been an easier journey for me. Stepping out from corporate, learning the mastery skills of coaching as a master coach, and stepping into education in the cohorts of NTU, SMU, working with CEOs. It has been a very changing time for me because I got to think differently. The difference of being corporate and entrepreneurs, as we heard from some of the judges like Taryn shared earlier, is a very different game altogether. So I'm humbled for this last 3 years of that journey. It has proven possible. And thank you for the Poshi for this platform again from last year to this year, not just for myself, and possible for me also to coach and mentor other entrepreneurs. And in the process of founding 3 companies, I've managed to exit 1 and still cooking on 2. Hopefully this will be a prosperous one. But the business model is not like what I've learned for the past 27 years for profit only. For this round, it is a lot more about community, about building leaders, about having a different business model from 3Ps to 5Ps. And this 5P stands for people, purpose, partnership, for we know even SDG goals fail because of there's no collaborations, SDG 17. So it is so important to have the partnership, and it's not a sole loner journey. So the PPP now has extended to community prosperity. That speaks of my council responsibility and board responsibility to abuse teenage girls' home, ex-offenders, and single moms home for them in this season of my life. So social entrepreneurship is not my model because I do believe about this quote, right? It's important to be not just prospering, but giving back. Having social responsibility but not prospering is irresponsibility. So that is important for us to note. And my inspiration remains simple yet profound in the intersection of capital consciousness and human consciousness with the rise of AI. For seated in the Global Council and ambassador of AI and founding chapter of Asia, starting with Singapore, it is so important to note today we are bombarded with staying awake as human being with consciousness. And how do we have consciousness? Let me inspire you today, and I hope that continue to inspire myself as well. The measure of consciousness we have is a degree of truth we know. For it was written, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. So we are meant to be, free to live, and free to serve beyond self, to awaken. And with this moment, I'd like to usher you to the next month. If you have chance to have a dialogue with me, I'm launching my 2nd book. Hopefully this will be the international bestseller as the one before, Unshaken. This is #Awaken. It's meant to awaken the 95% of excess of human consciousness beyond what AI can give us. So let me leave you with this final word. True empowerment regenerates ecosystems from synaptic pathways to societal structures. And may we, as women of influence, together with me here today, as Hall of Fame, continue to lead with truth, to seek futures with courage, and to awaken enterprises, economies, and humanity itself to a higher purpose. I bless you all, and we celebrate us, not just me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and congratulations, Rachel. With that, I'd like to move on to our next inductee of Hall of Fame, Sandra Gail Rowe from Hong Kong. Sandra's journey as a 4 times cancer survivor exemplifies transformation through adversity. Her story showcases courage, empowerment, and the limitless strength of the human spirit. Through immense pain and uncertainty, Sandra cultivated resilience, perseverance, and deep gratitude. Her experience underscores the vital importance of hope, determination, and never giving up, even in the darkest moments. Today, she passionately advocates for sharing personal stories as a healing and inspiring force, reminding us all that vulnerability reveals strength. She co-authored the Amazon #1 bestseller book, My Voice, Volume 6, with the view that our interconnected experiences have the power to uplift and unite communities across the globe. Let's hear it from Sandra. Sandra, can you unmute yourself? We don't hear you very well. Okay.
She's not coming on. I mean, I can see her and she's speaking, but I don't see her. When she speaks, she doesn't come on the screen.
I can see her on the screen, but we can't hear her properly.
I can't see her on the screen as well.
Now we can't, yes. Sandra, perhaps we'll come back to you once you figured out your technical. Okay. Okay, so we don't hear you. Can you try speaking again, Sandra? It was working perfectly okay earlier.
Yeah.
Okay. Sandra, we'll come back to you. Don't worry about it. With that, we will move on to our next Hall of Fame inductee, Netra Ranjan Prabhu from Singapore. With over 20 years' experience in strategy, architecture, and implementation, Netra's journey as a global technology leader exemplifies dedication and resilience. As a thought leader, Netra drives innovation with a people-first approach at a leading Singaporean bank. Recognized for empowering women, she was a Global Leadership Women in Tech finalist and an inspiring mentor in 2025. She also co-authored the Amazon #1 bestseller book, Shaken Stirred But Not Deterred, Volume 3. What makes Netra exceptional is not only her impressive accomplishments and industry recognition, but also her genuine commitment to transforming lives, empowering women, and fostering a more inclusive and innovative future. Please join me in congratulating Netra.
Right. Thanks to Neera and Shika first for putting together such a great show as usual. And I would like to congratulate all the co-winners, including those in the Hallmark list, as well as all the other winners. And I think I heard Rachel and really great accomplishments from each one of you all. So each day, right, when we get up in the morning, I think I wear different hats. Okay, a tech lead, I'm an accountant, I'm an author, I'm a mother, wife, a sister, a friend, and a daughter. And what comes to my mind is each of these unique roles, look at a particular challenge in a different perspective. And that's what keeps me grounded. So as we saw, right, in a small, even in a small presentation, there are technology challenges. So every day, as a technology lead, right, for the last 20 years, you come across some technology challenges. And the first thing that people say that, okay, how can you remain positive? Some project is just so critical and, there's some issues. So how does one stay very positive? And it's these aspects of your different paths, right? So the technology lead thinks, how do I solve this particular problem? How do I enable my team? The mentor in me would think that, okay, how would this help my mentors? How would be this a lesson learned? And how did we improve? How would it help my mentors, right? And the author in me thinks, like I was telling Shika the other day, Shika, I'm just living my next story, right? So when you're going through difficult challenges, I think each of these perspectives show you one thing, that you have to be focused on the purpose. It doesn't matter what journey you're going through, what hat you're wearing. Each hat actually complements your final purpose. So if you watch a person, conducting an orchestra, what you see is, yeah, hi, you can see you now. So yes, I think you can see Sandra, is that? Okay.
Netra, you continue.
Yeah, sure. So when you're, having an orchestra and you're leading an orchestra, your back is always towards the crowd, right? So what it says is, as a leader, you are leading your team and your focus has to be on the purpose. And that's what I've learned throughout the journey and the different hats that I wear. Each of the hat teaches you something, and sometimes you have diverse roles, right? As a tech lead, you're doing a project. As a mother, you have your son's exams. And how do you balance this? It is not about sacrifices, it is making the right choices, it is making the truthful choices, right? And making thoughtful choices. So, staying true to your goal. So, that's how each of these purposes are, right? Each day you face challenges and you also enable the people and meet your purposes. That's what this whole journey is about. And hence, this Hall of Fame award, I'm really humbled to receive this award. It teaches us to enjoy your small wins, to ensure that you are always winning, irrespective that you have setbacks or you have challenges. And always you ensure that you deliver what is required in each of your hats that you have worn. So I would like to share my quote from the book, Shaken Stirred. That's my favorite quote. Shaken Stirred, but not deterred. It says, driven by purpose, powered by people, we rise together. And I think that's the crux of what we are here today for. And thanks to everybody and congratulations to all.
Thank you very much, Netra, for leaving us with such beautiful words. And with that, we move on to the next inductee of the Hall of Fame, Somana Amar, joining us from UAE. Somana exemplifies purpose-driven leadership, evolving from a hospitality professional to a global thought leader focused on innovation, diversity, and empowerment. With over 20 years of experience in the Middle East, she champions emotional intelligence, inclusivity, and generational collaboration to drive transformation. Featured on Lady Lead magazine's cover, Somana leads workshops, coaching, and dialogues fostering empathy and innovation. She moderates influential panels and hosts the Z-Way podcast, promoting cross-generational exchange and tech integration in hospitality. A Gallup-certified strengths coach, Somana inspires authentic leadership rooted in strengths, compassion, continuous growth, and a people-centered vision for the future. Please join me in congratulating Somana.
Thank you so much, Neera and Chika, and everyone who is on the call today. Everybody is actually part of the Hall of Fame. I really thank you for allowing me also to be on the Hall of Fame today as a global woman of influence. And for me, influence is about the voice. So first and foremost, I really accept this as a sense of receivership. It is with gratitude that I have it, because with gratitude, if we are very grateful to whatever is coming around us, we will be able to be open to everything else that we want to do. Because purpose without gratitude, in my opinion, is a road that takes you to two different routes. So I'm very grateful. A little bit about me. I actually learned, as you have mentioned, Neera, I learned leadership in hotels, but not in the boardrooms. I learned it in the lobby. I learned it through conversations with people, through conversations with the staff, through new team members. We solved problems together. And then when we were solving all these problems, one thing that really came up to my mind is that whenever we wanted to work on anything, we always needed to be present. So I learned presence by talking to people, because a hotel is a building, and without the people, you cannot really make it happen. It's the interaction. So having said that, when I started exploring my personal purpose and went into writing my book, which is called Without Your Job Title, Who Are You? It was to amplify the reason why we are leaders. The reason why we have a purpose, the reason why we want everybody to focus on their strength and build teams and focus on their own self-leadership first. So I am known to be, I've been told throughout the years, and probably some of you have been told the same thing, that you're quite picky. But what I actually decided to reframe that through different positive mentors that I had throughout the years and coaching sessions. It's no, I actually have high standards. I let people shine. I want to lead with presence. I want to listen fully. I would like to allow them to be disciplined, but at the same time, help them unlock creativity. And this is where the idea of the recent podcast happened, when we did it as a project, me and another Gen Z. So I'm a millennial. I call myself a zillennial because I really amplify both energies from both sides. And then we wanted the podcast to be a series of conversations where we speak about intergenerational collaboration. AI is the hype now, right? And then we want to embed AI into the human experience, which is, I am a pro that, of course. But at the same time, there is something that we're currently missing. There is a lot of intergenerations that are coming into the workplace that we as leaders do not know how to lead. So I wanted to really have a live experiment of this collaboration. So we explored it by interviewing neuroscientists on generational behaviors, effect of social media on these generations, leadership and recruitment, reverse mentorship, inclusion. And then we practiced what we preached, of course, because I personally had for a few months reverse mentors, where I was mentored personally by Gen Zs, in order for me to build that trust and to understand firsthand from the ground, by being present, of what do they really want and what it takes. In my opinion, at the moment, I mean, I believe, and I've heard somebody, it's not really my word, is that women specifically, they are not under-mentored, but they're currently under-sponsored. So mentorship is, yes, we allow them to be mentored, we teach them the skills, we allow them to have conversations and learn probably some of the probably the talents that we want them to learn, but we don't sponsor them enough. And maybe this is happening also to other young leaders in the industries, because we want sponsors not only to guide us, but also to speak about our names in meetings where we are not there, to fight for stretching roles for us, to have visibility of what we currently do. So I would like to really see like a shift in advice given to opportunity delivered for women. So because this is not the finish line, like taking courses or probably topics like these, like sponsoring women or speaking about intergenerational leadership, maybe that could be the topic of my next book, I don't know. So it fuels us. It's not necessarily the finish line, but I really receive this with honor. I would like to continue to lead with presence, to deliver with intention, and be as authentic as I am, and leave every single interaction and every single room better than I found it. And that's my personal purpose and my commitment. I will leave you with one statement from my book, which is called, you are not your title, you are the person behind the title. Thank you, Nira. Thank you, Shifa, and all the ladies. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. And once again, congratulations to you. And with that, we will move on to our next inductee of Hall of Fame, Kalpana Chandran from UK. Kalpana reminds us that real transformation is about becoming more, not just doing more. A dual qualified solicitor and barrister in the UK and Malaysia, she has dedicated her career to defending dignity and human rights, but discovered her deeper calling is in helping others grow from within. Through Quantum Leapers, she empowers individuals and organizations worldwide to shift identity, not just strategy. Her global leadership programs are designed to inspire women to claim space, lead authentically, and rise above limitations, proving that true change begins with intentional self-evolution. She also co-authored the Amazon #1 best-selling book, Shaken, Stirred, But Not Deterred, Volume 3. Over to you, Kalpana.
Thank you, Nira. Joining you all today, I feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude. To be inducted into the Global Women of Influence Hall of Fame is not just an honor, it is a responsibility. My heartfelt thanks to the incredible panel of judges for selecting us. Your trust is an affirmation that the work we do matters. My sincere thanks to Global Publishing House, especially Nira and Shikha, for giving us this honor. Your belief makes this moment possible and it gives it meaning. I remember early in my career walking into a room where I was the only woman at the table. For a moment, I wondered if my voice even belonged there. But then I realized my silence would help no one. Speaking up was the first step to proving to myself that I did belong there. Now that was enough to keep me going, and it still is. What I discovered is that leadership is not about the spotlight that falls on us, but it's about the light that we are able to reflect onto others. It is not about how many people know our name. It's about how many people rise because of what we do. I think of the women who came before me, who stood tall even when the ground beneath them was uncertain. Now they taught us that courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision that something else matters more. I also think of the women who are beside me today, the leaders, the innovators, the dreamers who remind me that progress is never a solo act. It is always a chorus. Together, we challenge old narratives, we dismantle the status quo and replace it with something better, braver, and more human. My hope is that when people look back at this moment today, they will remember that we chose to create ripples of change, that we chose to open the doors wider, and that we chose to ensure no woman ever feels unseen or unheard again. This recognition belongs to every woman who dares to believe that she can. And when she does, she makes a difference, because the ripples we create together today will outlive this moment. So thank you for this incredible honor.
Thank you, Kalpana, and congratulations. It is great to see you again here. And we have Sandra back, and let's hear from Sandra Rogale.
Well, first of all, I want to say I'm terribly sorry if I was on mute when other people were talking. I'm a computer quamby sometimes, so terribly sorry. So I hope everything's okay with everybody so far. It is truly an honor to be chosen the Women of Influence Hall of Fame alongside these absolutely incredible, wonderful women. I'm deeply grateful and touched and appreciate it so much. Thank you to all of the amazing judges and Nira and Shika of Global Influencers for this incredible recognition. I've been sharing my story, which is the key, through the books I've written and talking with people, and about losing my memory and then having cancer 4 times, major heart surgery, double pneumonia, intubated in a coma, as well as also sharing the tools that I used to create calmness in my mind during all of these challenges, as well to help create laughter in both children and adults, and to cause a shift for them into more empowerment from within, because it's extremely rewarding to share, and you just never know who you're chatting with, what they're going through, and to be able to create this empowerment within them is absolutely incredible. So thank you so much. I'm very, very pleased and very grateful to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sandra. And once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
And with that, I would now like to introduce our winners of the Global Women of Influence Awards 2025, starting with Michelle Boyle from Australia. Michelle's commitment to work health and safety was shaped by her first-hand experience of 9/11 while working for British Airways in London. This transformative movement ignited her passion for psychological safety and neurodiversity inclusion. Through global leadership, research, and a background in psychology, media, and international scholarship, Michelle integrates empathy and rigorous systems to build genuinely inclusive, emotionally safe workspaces. Her pioneering work in trauma-informed organizational culture and neuro-inclusive practices extends far beyond compliance, fostering authentic well-being, resilience, and empowerment. Michelle is currently writing her first book, cementing her reputation as an influential advocate in inclusive leadership. Please join me in welcoming Michelle.
Thank you very much. Okay, so thank you very much for truly honouring, it's truly an honour to accept this award for the Global Women of Influence. For me, this recognition is not just personal, it represents every woman who has been told to stay in her lane and to quiet her voice or to lower her aspirations. And tonight, because it's tonight in Sydney, but I know it's morning for many of you, tonight proves that those voices, when heard, can change the world. My journey, including a late ADHD diagnosis, has shown me that difference is not a deficit, but a strength. And it's given me creativity, resilience, and a balcony view that traditional systems often miss. Diversity in thought, background, and lived experience is where solutions are found. In my work, I've seen how psychological safety transforms organizations. True influence is not about power, but it's about creating space for others to thrive and to know their voice matters. I share this award with my family, my colleagues, and to all who have believed in me. And I dedicate it to the women coming behind us, because I just would love them to know that their difference is their power. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Michelle, for those inspiring words, and congratulations. With that, we move on to our next winner of the award, Dr. Anjali Jain from Australia. Dr. Anjali is a distinguished medical leader whose career fuses clinical experience with research innovation and cultural advocacy. With advanced training in dermatology, counseling, and clinical research, she champions diversity, equitable healthcare, and social justice through community outreach and leadership roles. As a co-founder of the Wagga Wagga Indian community and a diversity fellow, she drives multicultural inclusion and youth empowerment. Her work also includes engagement with Women in Health Network, Roundtable for Domestic and Family Violence, and the local health district's efforts addressing gambling-related domestic violence, embodying the value of advocacy, innovation, and service, inspiring future generations to lead with compassion and purpose. Over to you, Dr. Anjali.
Hello, everybody. First of all, I would like to thank the organizers and judges for honoring me with this award. It is such a privilege today to be able to hear the stories of this wonderful women who have created such an impact. Community service, for me, has an essential part of my identity. I have grown up in an environment where I saw my parents always giving back to people around them and the communities. And I'm so grateful for them for teaching me the same. After moving to Australia, I realized the importance of fostering a community even more, which inspired me to initiate and contribute to the communities that belongs to me and as well as the other communities. In this journey, I have had a great support from my daughter and my husband, and meaningful and very wise advices from my brothers. After 25 years of community service, along with my medical practice, I still feel like I can do so much more. And I will surely continue to do more. And this award really inspires a lot. I think so. Yeah. And thank you. Thank you so much. And as well, I really wanted to add here that when a woman could do something different for the community, it is really important to acknowledge the men behind the woman. So my dad, my husband, and my brothers, I really wanted as well to appreciate and acknowledge them a lot as well. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thank you once again, and congratulations to each and everyone here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and congratulations, Dr. Anjali. Up next, we have Claire Wu from Australia. Claire is a pioneering resilience strategist, redefining leadership and stress management for high-pressure environments. With expertise in psychology, physiotherapy, and coaching, she empowers executives to transform stress into an advantage using evidence-based holistic methods. Claire's patented tools and workshops foster sustainable well-being and high performance, challenging burnt-out culture and promoting clarity and emotional mastery. Her work spans tech, finance, healthcare, and government, earning her the finalist spot in Women Changing the World and Business Excellence Award. Claire's innovative approach delivers measurable results for clients, inspiring purposeful, healthy, and impactful leadership across industries. Over to you, Claire.
Thank you, Neera, Gupta, and Shika, and all the other inspiring women. It's such an incredible honor to stand here, well, physically sitting and standing here tonight as the winner of global influence. So this award is not just about me, but also the work that I've dedicated to my life to help people to achieve their high performance and without burning out. For too long, we celebrated hustle and bustle at the expense of our health. I think many of us do as very, very successful women. I want to challenge that because I believe that true influence is built when we lead from resilience and not from exhaustion or burnout. And that's why I wrote my book, How to Get Over the Shit. I think I try to compile my story, my client story, and practical tool for professionals and leaders who are ready to break free from the stress burnout cycles and to step into their next level of growth. Alongside the book, I've been creating masterclass, workshop, and keynotes. I'm now recently taking it into schools, into pharma group as well, because there was just such a big demand in the space. And I believe we need to teach people from a young age to manage their stress and their anxiety, to help them perform and help them be able to have a sustainable success. Because influence is not just about doing more and achieving more, it's actually about taking care of ourselves, our body, our mind, and our soul. I want to say thank you so much. To every woman here tonight, your influence has ripple effects far greater than you have realized. The work you do really matters. Your story matters, and most importantly, your resilience matters. Thank you to the organizers and the judges for this recognition, and thank you all for this community of leaders, all of you, that continue to inspire me to keep sharing the tools, in books, in rooms, in workshops, in keynotes, on stage, and together, we all are able to shape the world where success and well-being can go hand in hand. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your inspiring words, Claire. And we will be doing a quick picture once again for some of the winners who've just joined. So just requesting everybody to start switching on their video so we can take that picture. And with that, I'd like to introduce our next winner, Maria Pralya from Australia. Maria is a visionary entrepreneur who has transformed the fashion industry through flying dresses, a global phenomena blending luxury, storytelling, and empowerment. Founded in Victoria, Australia,
I'm too high up above
pioneers an intersection of fashion, travel, and media, allowing women to don dramatic gowns in breathtaking locations and celebrate confidence, grace, and leadership. Maria's innovative concept turns photo shoots into cinematic experiences and empowers women worldwide. Her brand creates social impact by supporting creative, generating in tourism, and making luxury purposeful and inclusive. Maria's fearless leadership and commitment to empowerment inspire women to confidently become icons of change in today's world. Join me in congratulating Maria. Maria, you're on mute.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Maria Projek, and I'm the founder of Flying Dresses. When I started this journey, I had one bold vision: to transform fashion into something more than just style. I wanted it to become a vessel for empowerment, storytelling, and cultural impact. Flying Dresses was born out of the idea that women deserve to feel like goddesses, To step into a gown so ethereal in a destination so breathtaking that for a moment in time, they don't just wear the dress, they embody strength, beauty, and confidence. What started in Victoria, Australia, has now grown into a global movement. From the white cliffs of Santorini to the turquoise waters of the Maldives, my gowns have created experiences that are cinematic, powerful, and unforgettable. Each dress is not just fabric, it's a statement of resilience, self-worth, and leadership. I've had the honor of watching women transform in front of the camera. Ordinary women stepping into my dresses and becoming extraordinary icons, featured on magazine covers, television, and global stages. That's the essence of flying dresses. It's about showing women what they are all about: powerful, worthy, and unstoppable. But for me, it's never been only about glamour. It's about impact. My brand supports local creatives, generates tourism, and redefines luxury as something inclusive, purposeful, and empowering. It's about creating a legacy, elevating women, elevating communities, and reshaping the conversation around what fashion can truly mean. In 2025, I'm very honoured to be named a Global Woman of Influence. And while I take that recognition very deeply, it means so much and special to me. I see it as something much greater. It's a symbol of what women can achieve when we step into the power, lead with love, and live boldly. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you very much, and congratulations, Maria. All right,
Thank
so
you.
we're going to do a quick group picture again. So if I could once again request everyone to be there. We're going to put it back in the gallery mode. Oh, and we have a lot of people, so we might have to do 2 separate pictures, but don't worry. We're fantastic at editing. So, okay, tell us when to be ready, Shika, with our smiles. Okay. Okay, I think she gives us an okay. Good to go? No, one more? Okay. We'll try one. Okay, yeah, we're good to go. All right, we are going to be back in the speaker mode. And all right, that brings us to our next winner of the Global Women of Influence Awards 2025, Dr. Dhanya Sanjeev from Australia. Dr. Dhanya is a distinguished endocrinologist transforming healthcare in Wollongong through expert holistic care of complex hormonal disorders. Trained at leading hospitals, she empowers patients with personalized treatment for diabetes, thyroid issues, metabolic syndrome, PCOD, and more. A 2-time cancer survivor, her resilience and empathy inspire patients and colleagues alike. Beyond her medical career, Dr. Dhanya exemplifies multifaceted talent and leadership. Her story encourages others to challenge societal norms, embrace their true selves, and emerge stronger amid adversity. Committed to continuous professional development and patient empowerment, Dr. Dhanya uplifts her community and with compassion leadership in healthcare. Over to you, Dr. Dhanya.
I think she's dropped out, Neera. She was there till now. Let me just.
Okay. We'll hear from her when she's back. And with that, I'd like to introduce our next winner of the award, With that, I'd like to introduce our next winner of the award, Tatiana Jenis from Australia. Tatiana, a former senior director at Gartner, left corporate life and board roles to focus on her mission to combat the rising rates of depression, addiction, and loneliness through holistic healing. Her approach combines personal experience with professional expertise in healing, creativity, and leadership to empower individuals and leaders alike. An advocate for mental health and domestic violence awareness, she offers free resources to those in need. Author of 4 books and creator of the Conscious Leadership Academy, Tatiana holds certification in dance therapy, meditation, and trauma-informed coaching. Her mission makes empowerment accessible, inspiring resilience and hope worldwide as a transformative leader. Over to you, Tatiana.
Thank you so much, Nera. And my biggest thank you to the committee today. This award means beyond, because I know how many doors it will open and how many conversations it will enable about the conversations we really need to have about women's safety, be that physical, emotional, or mental. It will help those who currently feel lost and disconnected. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for honoring me this award. I used to be one of these women. So it truly means beyond anything I could have imagined. And congratulations to everybody on this call. An absolute honor for me to receive this award amongst you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And once again, a huge congratulations to you. Up next, we have Pallavi Sinha from Australia. Pallavi is a multi-award winning international speaker, coach, lawyer, and social justice advocate with over 25 years of experience of dedication to empowerment and holistic well-being. Formerly at King & Wood Mallesons, Pallavi now leads Lawyers with Solutions, delivering global educational programs. Her policy work advances justice and equity, while board roles champion gender equality and economic participation. Her vision for the future is rooted in enhancing collaboration among governments, communities, and media to create systemic change. Recognized among Australia's top women of influence, she inspires millions through speeches and programs promoting resilience, mental health, and purpose-driven leadership worldwide. Over to you, Pallavi.
Unmute. Okay, just checking everyone can hear me. Excellent, wonderful. See a lot of thumbs up. Thanks again, Shika and Nera, for organising these awards and this fantastic initiative. Isn't this a great way for so many of us around the world to be connected? I'm based in Sydney, Australia, and wonderful to hear from some of my comrades in Australia, but also so many from Singapore, other countries around the world. It's a huge honour and privilege, and I'm grateful to be recognised today, and particularly to be recognised amongst so many other talented women who are leading lights in the world, doing so many wonderful initiatives and work. And I can actually see a lot of synergies between some of the things that we're doing. So looking forward to collaborating further, as this has been a wonderful opportunity through which to do that. So as mentioned, I'm based in Sydney, Australia. I do a lot of international speaking, workshop facilitating, a lot more recently with Women in Leadership Australia. There was a symposium that was held earlier this year, coaching, although I am trained as a lawyer and I have worked in large corporate law firm. I'm a lawyer turned more into holistic health and thinking about the universal laws and human connection, especially in this age where there's almost a new piece of technology or AI that may be introduced every day. So getting back into ourselves and empowering self-development, mental and emotional intelligence, resilience, and purpose-driven leadership is something I'm very actively committed to. And I've been working with corporates, with government departments, universities, schools, community organisations, and individuals, both locally here in New South Wales, across Australia and the world. Also been quite a prominent advocate in areas such as stopping domestic and family violence, women's economic and equal opportunity and equity, and holistic health, wellness, and resilience. So that's some key areas that it would be wonderful to collaborate more with so many of the other women who are doing great work. I've also served on boards as a national voice to bring together greater policy development and more informed policies that are driven by communities and people. In particular, in this day and age, it is so important three key things. There's so much of a information overload, but it is so important to believe in yourself. Each one of us has unique talents and gifts. And if we do stumble or have some stepping stone or something that falls along the way, it is extremely important for us to always remember to believe in ourselves and to make sure that we are people who keep not falling at all. Failure is a stepping stone to success. And also that never to quit when the night is darkest, for that's when it is just about to become dawn. So it's extremely important for everyone to bear that in mind, and to also to believe in yourselves, and not just dance when it's sunny and sunshine, but also learn to dance in the rain. I look forward to connecting with everyone after this as well, and hearing all your stories. Have all been very inspiring, and I'm looking forward to continuing to hear more of them as well. So thanks again for this wonderful opportunity today.
Thank you very much, and congratulations, Pallavi. I love dancing in the rain too, so we could do it together.
Sounds great.
All right, with that, I'd like to introduce our next winner of the award, Diane Horton from Australia. Diane embodies profound presence and influence, guiding others from a place of suffering to simply being. Over 14 years, she has inspired many to embrace freedom through living fully in the present moment beyond their emotional and psychological struggles. Her spiritual mentoring focuses on surrender rather than effort, helping individuals discover peace beneath societal roles and strategies. Diane's own awakening brought her clarity and wholeness, which she shares to foster quiet transformation. She rejects frameworks or retreats, instead directing people inward to true freedom. Her work reveals that genuine influence arises from stillness and presence, quietly shifting consciousness and inspiring lasting change. Let's hear it from Diane Horton.
Hello, and thank you very much for inviting me to this call and this presentation. As a recipient of the Global Women of Influence Award, this recognition is just not about me alone. It's about a new way of living that is possible for all of us. 14 years ago, I experienced what I can only describe as a profound awakening. Prior to this time, my life was falling apart, my marriage had broken down, my family was fractured, and everything I thought defined me was slipping away. In that rawness, I stopped running from myself. One morning, after months of intensive self-inquiry, I woke and felt as though the old me had dissolved completely. What replaced it was a vast stillness, a deep presence, and an indescribable freedom. Life had become really simple. There was no longer a struggle, and suffering had ended. And there was nothing to prove and nothing to fear. Since then, my path has been simply live with what is in each moment and to share that message with those who feel called to hear. And I don't see influence as something we actually do, but it's something that we are and how we live each moment of every day as an example to others. And I accept this award on behalf of every woman who has ever paused long enough to feel her own presence and that has discovered that she's imperfectly perfect, and to stop the striving and the struggle of life by actually stopping, sitting, and being with who you truly are. So this recognition shows that real influence begins within, by meeting life as it is, moment by moment, and allowing freedom to flow through us and into the world. So I leave you with the thought that freedom begins the moment you realize who you really are. So thank you very much, everyone, and it's amazing to listen to you all and hear what you do and the incredible self that you are, that you bring to the world and others. So thank you.
Thank you very much, and congratulations once again, Diane. And with that, we move on to Kat Bautista from the Philippines. Kat has transformed the talent management industry in the Philippines through visionary leadership and resilience. Starting her career in the Silicon Valley at Google, she returned to Manila in 2013, where she joined Globe Telecom, playing a vital role in developing music and digital content ecosystem, which led to her founding NYMA, a talent management company. Kat has received many international awards, including the 2025 Silver Stevie Female Entrepreneur of the Year. She's been featured in several reputable magazines and spoken at many major events, including the 2025 Go Negocio Women Summit. Kat mentors emerging women leaders, believing true empowerment multiplies when opportunities are shared. Over to you, Kat.
Thank you, Neera. What an introduction. Thank you so much for having me, and to all the women being recognized today. I'm genuinely inspired to be in your company. To the judges as well, thank you for the recognition and the opportunity. We're here today because we've turned our passions into something real, and that's harder than it looks. So it's a powerful thing to hear all of your different stories. I've read them, but hearing them today, it hits and it resonates in a different note. So thank you for bringing us all together into this one room. And I'm really relishing the opportunity to learn from everybody. So my company's name is NYMA, NYMA. So it's NYMA. It's an acronym. It stands for Now You Must Aspire. And the mission has been simple. It's to bring Filipino culture to the global stage. And for us, aspire it doesn't just mean dreaming, but it's daring to act on those dreams, not just for our artists, but for the way we run the business in the Philippines. So sharing our stories, our art, our culture is not just about celebrating who we are, but it's about building bridges and fostering understanding across cultures, much like what we're doing today. So that's why these awards really resonated with me and do resonate with me, because our missions are aligned and they're the same. And that's very hard to find in the world today. Women who empower women and women who believe in the same thing and are trying to build similar things together. So as a woman, proudly coming from the Philippines, I'm grateful for these gatherings because they don't just recognize our work as women, but as our contributions as authors, business leaders, people in the entertainment space, in the creative space, and the challenges that we have to navigate as women, and specifically for us in the creative economy, which is largely male dominated. I'm only one of 2 women that head a agency in the Philippines. So it's incredible for me to be able to connect with like-minded leaders and meet all of you. I think it's powerful. I know it's powerful of when people lift each other up, but I think it's incredibly beautiful when women team up and lift each other up. It's a multiplied factor, and we know we have to work twice as hard, be twice as nice, be twice as polite to be able to get an iota of the recognition that men get. So I appreciate having this safe space to hear all of your stories and watch and see how all of you have grown. So to my fellow honorees, let's keep moving forward. Let's rise together, and congratulations everybody. And because we are from all over the world, I will borrow a line from a movie, The Truman Show. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Kat, and congratulations once again. And with that, I'd like to introduce our next winner of the award, Gina Marisha from Hong Kong. Gina is a transformative organizational psychologist and performance coach with over 30 years of global leadership expertise. Gina's CABI model, Confidence and Courage, Articulating with Impact, Branding Inquiry, has empowered 25,000 professionals in 24 countries to lead authentically. Author of Impactful Leadership, she has driven significant promotion and engagement, increasing through her female leadership programs. Certified in executive coaching and organizational psychology, Gina blends evidence-based practice with cultural relevance, mentoring across global organizations to promote equitable and inclusive leadership worldwide. Further inspiring others by sharing her journey in the Amazon #1 bestseller book, #My Voice Volume 6. Please join me in congratulating Gina.
Wow, hi, thanks. Thank you so much. You know, when you hear, I mean, I still, when I hear these introductions, I'm like, oh my gosh, really? Am I really all of that? And I think every single person in this room has so many multiple roles and certifications. And all of them, I mean, for me, are simple roles and pathways to my purpose. And my purpose in my life is to be a catalyst and to influence a much more diverse leadership voice to be heard in the world. I really ultimately kind of help people to be heard and seen. So this Global Women of Influence Award, I think really deeply spotlights not just my efforts, but our collective efforts. And I think when I reflected on it, the most important honor, or the most important thing that I think the award does is honor that constant calling, that impulse that beats in each of our hearts to contribute and make even the smallest difference in the world, in our lives. One of the things that I've done over the past 3 decades in a professional sense is every couple of years, I do a checkpoint and I often hire a coach for myself. And I ask 3 questions. And I think these 3 questions will really resonate with many of you on this call today. The first question is, what is my purpose? I've heard purpose-led leadership referred to a number of times. But the first question is, what is my purpose? For me, I always ask, is my purpose still to be a catalyst? The second question, if that has been my purpose, I do an audit. What has that looked like in action over the last couple of years? And I think this award has forced us all to do a little bit of an audit. And the third question that I ask with a coach is, what could that look like going forward? And then what's the work I need to do to get out of my own way, which means reframing my mindset, maybe learning new skills. And really, the other thing is, who else do I need in my network? And most of the time, it's women that I can be inspired by and learn from. So thank you. Thank you, Global Influencers and this network for really providing that like elbow nudge, the platform for me. And I think every single one of us to step up, to step out of the shadow, to be seen and heard, so that we can influence how others are seen and heard. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And once again, a huge congratulations to you, Gina. Up next from Hong Kong, we have Francesca Canzano Franklin. Francesca is a pioneer in regenerative wellness and sustainable living with 25 years of experience as a wellness professional, spa consultant, and Chinese medicine practitioner. Founder of Philosophia Botanica, she champions ethical sourcing, natural ingredients, and regenerative practices globally. Her innovative work integrates eco-consciousness approaches into luxury wellness programs and retreats, supporting individual health and planetary well-being. A Global Wellness Day ambassador, Francesca amplifies messages of self-care and environmental responsibility. Dedicated to empowering women through menopause wellness and holistic health, her visionary leadership inspires sustainable lifestyles and a profound change, making her a distinguished advocate for wellness and environmental stewardship. Let's hear it more from Francesca.
Wow, I'm speechless. First of all, good evening from Hong Kong. It is an absolute pleasure to be here. It is above everything divine to hear your story, to be part of all of this. I attend a lot of events as part of the industry and so on. Very often these events don't have a face, don't have a voice. You're just one in a million, but this is inspiring. I've been reading all your profiles on Instagram, on LinkedIn. I was taking notes, just listening to you. I had a whole speech. I had everything planned. I forgot everything, which is amazing because at the end of the day, I'm just literally enjoying the energy and the vibe. I will keep it simple and short. I'm a Chinese medicine practitioner turned wellness advocate. I support Global Wellness Day currently for Hong Kong and the UAE, but I'm part of the team that just pushes wellness out there. I've been interviewing thousands of people, and I hope I'll be able to interview all of you, starting with Shika and Neera, if at all possible, for the next round of the Global Wellness Day awareness, as to say. And I tell you, there is one question that I constantly ask people: what does wellness mean to you? And just listening to all of you, you've answered my question in so many beautiful ways. We've been talking about being burnout. We're talking about being, entrepreneurial. We're women, we're mothers, we're sisters. We run the show in so many ways. For me, it's all about balance. So the only one thing that I will pass on to you is we need to have that equilibrium, that balance to combine everything. Not much more to say. I'm really enjoying listening to your stories, and thank you once again for having me here.
Thank you very much, and congratulations to you, Francesca. And with that, we would like to welcome our next winner of the Global Women of Influence Awards, Abby Marquez from the Philippines. Now, Abby is a culinary storyteller who has elevated a traditional Filipino cuisine to the global audience. Starting in her mother's kitchen, Abby's passion led her to social media stardom, now reaching over 10 million followers across platforms. Known as the Lumpia Queen, she inspires home cooks and entrepreneurs with approachable recipes and playful, authentic content. Abby's powerful influence is recognized by awards such as the Weeby People's Voice, Forbes 30 Under 30 Asia, James Beard nomination, Tatler Asia Genti, and Food Creator of the Year at the WIBA. Through her Mabuhay World project and cross-cultural collaborations, she champions Filipino heritage, women's voices, and culinary innovation worldwide. Over to you, Abby.
Thank you, Neera. Good evening, everyone. First, I want to thank the organizers of the Global Women of Influence Awards for this recognition. To be here tonight among such extraordinary women is an honor I will never forget. Growing up, I was often called noisy. I was always top one in the noisy list on the board. Nosy also, and even too persistent. And the truth is, I would still be called that now, but I think I was often apprehended for being that way because I was a woman, or I am a woman. And if I spoke too much, I was told to be quiet. If I asked too many questions, I would be told to step back. And if I pushed too hard, I was called being difficult. But what I didn't know then is that those very traits, my voice, my specifically loud voice, my curiosity, and my persistence would become my greatest strengths. They're what led me to create, to tell stories, and to use food as a way to connect people across the globe. So I want to thank my family and friends who have never asked me to shrink myself, and my team, especially my management, Nima, who is, by the way, led by Miss Kat Bautista, my fellow winner. They've been with me in every step of this journey, and I'm especially proud to be managed by mostly women, strong, brilliant women who guide me, challenge me, and remind me every day of the power we hold when we work together. This award is as much theirs as it is mine. So I started out when I was 21 years old, and as a young Filipina in a male-dominated food industry, it hasn't always been easy. There were times when I felt like I was overlooked, underestimated, or out of place. But those same things, being a woman, being Filipina, or Asian, being young, they've become, again, my greatest strengths. They've allowed me to represent my culture, to carry my people's stories, and it gave me that perspective that made me unique as well. So tonight I dedicate this to every woman who has ever been told she was too loud, to Filipinas who dream of reaching beyond borders, and to every young girl who wonders if her story matters, because it does. Because as a content creator, when women create, we don't just create content, we strive to create change. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Avi, and congratulations. And with that, we move on to our next winner of the award, Carmen Yap from Singapore. Now, Carmen is a dynamic next generation leader known for her strategic vision and empathy. As head of student services at Adventist Graduate School, she has transformed the student experience by implementing comprehensive support systems, including career coaching, wellness outreach, and alumni work networking. Carmen is driving the creation of the Center of Excellence in Corporate Wellness and Organizational Psychology, bridging education and real-world career opportunities. She builds strategic partnerships, such as with the Singapore Nurses Association, to expand professional development, and a passionate mentor and advocate for women in leadership. Carmen inspires confidence and clarity, embodying servant leadership and championing lifelong learning for emerging leaders. Over to you, Carmen.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nira, for the wonderful self-introduction. So once again, I'm really honored to recognize today alongside so many beautiful and inspiring women through this Global Women of Influence Awards. So once again, this recognition is not mine alone. I truly owe it to all the mentors who have very selflessly guided me, and also to all the colleagues and all the teams that have helped me to shape me to become the woman, the leader, and the person I am today. So my journey has been slightly less common from the one among millennials. So I chose to actually stay in the education sector, and I grew within this sector, and I rose through the ranks to senior management as I am right now. And it was a journey filled with many challenges, but each one revealed a new strength that I didn't know that I had. So what carried me through all of this in my journey was my passion for growth, for learning, and for development, which truly echoes the wise advice that Taryn shared earlier in today's award ceremony. So for myself, I started from ground zero, from doing B2B sales, and then I moved on to now actually be leading both B2B and B2C sales teams. And that is in the education and also corporate training space. So along the way, I've also been able to helm and become the head of student services, which gave me a very unique perspective of supporting students, learners, and also our clients from end to end. So honestly, as echoing what some of you have shared today as well, there were times of self-doubt, and there were times that I had to also push myself against the odds and beyond what I thought was possible for myself and also for my team. This year, I'm especially proud of how my team and also myself achieved major milestones, venturing into the corporate wellness space, and now also into the emerging field of AI. So this is all driven by our commitment to continuously bring more value to our students and also to our clients. So personally, to me, I would define being a woman of influence as having the courage to be authentic. And that is to be authentic, even if it requires to be vulnerable, and even if you have to be a voice or representation, even when you begin as the minority. And I'm also very inspired by some of the stories that some of you have shared. It really had inspired me and also let me learn a lot more about what it means to expand the definition of what it means for a woman of influence. So most importantly to me as well, being a woman of influence is to lead through actions, through taking action much more than just words alone. So listening to the powerful stories that the incredible women that I meet here today have shared has been such a gift. So through all of our journeys, right, even though they are all significantly different, but the common thing that I observe is our passion. And this is the kind of passion that really fuels resilience, courage, and also impact. And that's why I'm actually especially excited to share that I've actually begun a personal project, and that is a podcast interview channel. So through it, I really hope to feature trainers, speakers, really inspiring individuals, right? Not just for the few hours, the few moments that we see them on stage, right, on this kind of platform, but to really uncover the passions and also the life lessons that have shaped you to become the person that you are today. And I hope that, through these sharings on this platform, your journey can also inspire many more people beyond the room that they are in. So on this note, I'm really looking forward to connect with every single one of you, and also to feature and to profile as many of you, to feature your stories on this platform as well. So once again, truly congratulations to all the amazing women being celebrated today. And of course, thank you so much to Global Influencers, to Dr. Neera, to Shika as well, and also the esteemed panel of judges for this incredible recognition. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, and congratulations once again, Carmen. And with that, we would like to introduce our next winner of the award, Meenakshi Nanda from Singapore. Meenakshi is a seasoned global HR leader with over 15 years of experience and more than 25 certifications in human resources and organizational development. She leads well-being, inclusion, and diversity initiatives across APAC, impacting more than 10,000 employees from 39 nationalities in 22 countries. Known for cultivating inclusive workspaces, she has driven strategic cultural transformation, advancing gender diversity, and empowerment programs for women. As head of the Women's Employee Resource Group, she champions equity, empathy, and psychological safety. Currently pursuing a professional coaching certification, Meenakshi embodies a commitment, inspiring leadership, focused on empowering diverse talent and fostering thriving organizations globally. Over to you, Meenakshi.
Thank you so much, Dr. Gupta, and a big thank you to everybody on the team of Global Influencers. This would not have been possible in one single day. It's not magic. So I truly believe there are some beautiful moments that you work towards all your life. It's like a combination of multiple efforts, sacrifices, perspectives, thoughts, everything coming in together, all the energies integrating to be able to place you at a pedestal or at a podium like this, even though it's through the medium when we are connected digitally. This award is definitely one of them, one of the memorable moments that I am going to cherish for a long time. But now that I'm here in this moment, all I can be thankful for is the journey, because I've had a lot of ups, downs, learnings, and I think I would have grown from scratch. And it's all with that one thought and that one belief my parents had, because I come from a very humble background wherein in my extended family, everybody believed that it's only a boy who can kind of make the name of the family proud. But I feel I have come a long way with the hard work, with the dedication, and with the belief that my parents had in me. They always told me, stand up when you feel that you are right. Speak up when you feel your words have the power. And they've told me to never hold back any emotion. Be it that you're feeling sad, be it that you're feeling happy, be it that you're feeling overwhelmed. It's always important to express yourself. Of course, in the right way and with the right modalities, but to be able to do that so that people are able to understand why you stand for and who you truly are. So that is the belief that has actually brought me up from where I was. I was never a shy girl. Even when I was a child, I would be very comfortable and confident walking up and speaking to the nearest stranger. However, I also had this in mind that to be able to voice myself out, I should be able to process the information that's around me. So it's always important for all women, not just in a particular field, but from across the walks of life, to be able to observe, to be resilient, to be able to share the voices, the perspectives that they have in their mind. Well-being, inclusion, and diversity, the current role that I lead for APAC in my organization, is not something that has happened organically. It's something that I've gravitated towards because my heart and soul and my passion lies in it. To be able to give that kind of a safe space wherein people would be able to bring the best versions of themselves to work each day, every day, is something that I thrive and something that I strive for. So this is a call out not just to me, but to everybody else on the screen here. Continue being who you are, because I truly resonate what others said. Authentic expression being who you are and being comfortable in being able to accept who you are. I think that's where the true authenticity lies. And to be able to shape yourself into a very fine-tuned professional, yes, of course, but not to forget your roots, not to forget from where you come and your humble background, because that's something that keeps you grounded. And that's something which is going to give you the deep-rooted energy, which is going to keep you going forever. So I think with that, thank you so much, Shikha, Neera, and to the wonderful judges who saw that there is some power, there is some intent in the story that I shared. Thank you so much for acknowledging that. I would say that, yes, it was a bit overwhelming to be able to hear and be alongside such extraordinary women who've achieved so much. But it's a learning journey, and I would like to end with a small poem. This is something that I wrote, I think, when I was in school, perhaps. There's beauty in the sunset, there's beauty in the dawn. One makes you think of what has been, while the other leads you on. So while you enjoy these precious moments, let no regrets cloud your mind, because there's still the future bright with hope and many a rainbows yet to find. So over to you, everybody. Find your rainbow, find your sunshine, be the power that you truly are. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and congratulations, Meenakshi. That was a very, very beautiful poem. And with that, I'd like to introduce our next winner of the award, Dr. CJ Meadows from Singapore. Now, Dr. Meadows is a visionary leader with over 25 years of global impact across Asia, Europe, and North America. Renowned for pioneering innovation at the nexus of technology, business strategy, and design, she leads the Innovation and Entrepreneurship Center at the SP Jain School of Global Management. And Asia's top 10 Women in IT awardee, Dr. Meadows champions ecological sustainability, social responsibility, and inclusive development. Co-founder of a tiger conservation corporation, she advances community empowerment and environmental stewardship. Her extensive research, publications, and technological innovations, including AI-driven career tools, inspire transformative growth and leadership worldwide. Please join me in congratulating Dr. CJ Meadows.
Thank you so much. I used to think that the difference that I would make in the world would be from my work and leading teams that do projects, control rather than influence. And then God gave me an opportunity to coach and mentor, to write, to speak. I usually have no idea if any of it makes any difference at all. But sometimes people write back and say that it made all the difference for them. So thank you, God, my family, co-workers, the organizers and judges of this award, people who've influenced me and who I influence, especially those who write back. You make a difference, and you've made all the difference to me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Meadows, and congratulations to you once again. And with that, I'd like to invite our next winner of the award, Najla Hamid Al Fadel from Bahrain. Najla is a transformative leader recognized among Bahrain's top 1% highest achievers by Hope Talents. With a master's in international communication and diplomacy, she combines expertise as an ICF certified life coach and holistic healing practitioner. Founder of the Academy BH, Najla addresses gaps in traditional education by promoting mental, emotional, financial, and relational well-being. An environmental advocate, she has led award-winning initiatives to protect Bahrain's seas. As a columnist and podcaster, she raises awareness on vital societal issues. Najla's work empowers individuals towards authentic transformation, resilience, and conscious living, making her a visionary force for change in Bahrain and beyond. Let's hear it from Najla.
Hello everyone, it's
such a pleasure to be connected with all of you from across the world. It's such an honor to stand alongside so many inspiring women today. This award reminds us that influence has no borders. It's in the way we dream, the way we act, and the way we lift each other higher. Even though we are meeting virtually, I can feel the energy of sisterhood shining through the screen. Together, we're showing the world that when women rise, the whole world rises with us. Thank you from my heart.
Thank you very much, and a huge congratulations to you, Najla. Up next, we have Basuti. Oh, sorry.
Your camera.
All right, now let's welcome our next winner of the award, Basuti Gertie Bolo from Botswana. Now, Basuti is a celebrated space science and technology leader with over 20 years of experience. Recognized among the top 100 women in aerospace and Africa's leading STEM advocates, she is the CEO of Go to Space and endowed chair of educational technologies at Africa University. Her groundbreaking work bridges digital innovation and social impact, empowering women and youth through STEM education and sustainable development initiatives. Basuti's pioneering research in space science, AI, and remote sensing addresses critical challenges like food security and climate resilience. A global thought leader and mentor, she advocates for inclusive leadership and the democratization of the space technology. Let's hear more from Basuti.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for inviting me to attend this event. To everyone, I can say congratulations. To me, to receive this award, I'm so humbled to receive this award. So I would like to share with you my journey. My journey into space science and technology. It started when I was a young girl. I wanted to be an astronaut, and I also wanted to know the reason why some spaceships and aeroplanes crash with unknown failures. So that has driven my passion, so that I do research on the impact of space weather on the aeroplanes and on the spaceship. So I started to do my research on that, and I ended up mentoring some students, or local and even global. I was one of the United Nations Space for Women voluntary mentorship on the Space for Women program, of which I was representing Africa region. So to all the winners, I can say that we are what we are because of others. So I wanted to mentor others, so that to be on board, so that we manage, or we solve global challenges. And we all know that global challenges is not a problem or a challenge for one nation or one for individual, it's for us all. So we must break the barriers for nationalizing things or challenges, or even challenges. So we must work as a team, as a global team, to achieve the target goals. So to everyone, I can say congratulations. We must work as a team, and also to the global influence organizers, I can say thank you for that, organizing this powerful event. And we are what we are because of you, and we also like to thank you for promoting us and also to appreciate us. Thank you.
Thank you, and congratulations to you, Basuti. And with that, I would like to welcome our next winner, Linda Lim from Singapore. Linda is an entrepreneur over 50 who exemplifies resilience, adaptability, and meaningful leadership. With over 25 years in education and publishing, she built a strong reputation in personal branding and innovative resource delivery. In 2020, amidst the COVID-19 pandemic, she transitioned from corporate roles to co-founding a durian-focused frozen fruits business, introducing technology and innovation to thrive during challenging times. Beyond business, Linda sponsors children in Vietnam and helped international students access quality education, inspiring social change. Her holistic approach to life, combining work, wellness, and giving back, embodies the true spirit of global influence. Let's hear more from Linda.
Hello everyone, my name is Linda. I'm based in Singapore and I'm one of the winners for Global Women of Influence Award 2025. This is such a big honor to me and also a huge testimonial for all the work that I've done. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank my ex-bosses for all the support they have given to me. Without their support, I would not be able to create a huge impact to the learners and their families' life. I also want to say a big thank you for all the support given to me by my family members, especially my husband and also my daughters. Moving forward, I will continue to invest my time on more community work, as well as also investing time and effort on innovation and technology advancements in my children business. Lastly, I'd like to say a big thank you to all the organizers, especially to global influencers and also the panel of judges for choosing me as one of the winners. I look forward to seeing you again next year, hopefully, and I'll continue to do my best. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.
Once again, a huge congratulations to you, Linda. Up next, we have Hiba Ezzeddine Al-Haji from Syria. Hiba is an extraordinary advocate and leader whose work in human rights, gender equality, democracy, and social transformation has impacted communities worldwide. As founder and CEO of Equity and Empowerment, she pioneered digital innovation and social protections for marginalized groups, notably creating digital case management now utilized by UNFPA. Her courageous activism has drawn attention to GBV and abduction of women, driving government accountability despite personal risk. Hiba also champions environmental sustainability and was named one of the 10 Faces of Democracy by EED in 2023 for her principled leadership, vision, and international impact. Let's hear more from Hiba.
Hello everyone, this is Hiba Ezzeddine Al-Haji. I'm the CEO of Equity and Empowerment organization that is a women-led organization working in Syria and Turkey. I'm really honored today to receive the Global Women of Influence Award and would like to extend my sincere gratitude to the organizers and to all my colleagues who are receiving the award today. I hope that this award will be inspiring to other women to work in order to achieve more equitable societies and fair societies for women. And again, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, and congratulations to you, Hiba.
And with that, we come to the end of today's ceremony. Once again, a heartfelt congratulations to all the Hall of Fame awardees and the winners of Global Women of Influence Awards 2025. We eagerly look forward to seeing the incredible impact you will continue to make in the years ahead. For those who are keen on starting or continuing to your writing journey and would like to contribute your chapter in our upcoming anthology, #MyVoice Volume 9, or would like to write your solo book, please reach out to us. I'm just sharing mine and Neera's contact details. I'm sure you all of you have our details, but never mind. I'm going to do that any which ways. And just to let you know that, as we mentioned earlier, that we also will be sharing the details of Women's Only Retreat that's happening in Bali in November. We look forward to seeing each one of you there. And again, thank you to all the judges for all your thorough evaluation and the nominees, and for sharing your invaluable insights. Your dedication and thoughtfulness have been instrumental to this process. And of course, sincere thank you to everyone here today for supporting and celebrating these remarkable women. A huge round of applause to all the winners of Global Women of Influence Awards. Let me change it to the gallery mode, and we should just say thank you to all the women for celebrating and winning this huge Global Women of Influence Awards today.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. Congratulations.